Tom Macdonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-ho-ho-ho-ho. What's up, Scribe Squad? It's another day, it's another dollar. It's time for another freaking reaction, because that is what we do. You look at me and I look at you. You look at me and I look at you. That is what we do. Now, before we go on, I need you to hit that like button. I need you to hit that sub button. I need you to hit that bell button, because you can ring my bell. Ring my bell. Ring it, ring it, ring it. That way you know every single time I drop a new video. And on top of that, we have a goal. We're trying to get to 10K subs. 10K subs by the end of the year in Scribe Squad. I know for a fact that we can do it, because we got no excuses, none whatsoever, when it comes to chasing our dreams, chasing our goals. I'm out here trying to get it. You're out here trying to get it. So we're going to go ahead and get it together and get to 10K subs. And at that point, I'm going to drop my first remix on the channel. The first remix. We're going to go bars, big dog. Bars, 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 big dog. It's going to drop on the channel once we get to 10K subs. But today we are reacting to Tom Macdonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-ho-ho-ho-ho. And on that farm, the song was Sad Rappers. Alright, I'm gonna stop. The song is called Sad Rappers. This was a song that you guys suggested in the comments. That should let you know that I'm tapping in, I'm paying attention, I'm reacting to the videos that you want me to react to. So that's what we're gonna do. Today we are reacting to Tom Macdonald's Sad Rappers. I like Tom. We've had previous videos of him on the channel, so if you haven't checked out those reactions, be sure to check those reactions out on my channel. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it, and let's tap into it. Let's do it, though.
Where'd all these suicidal sad rappers come from? They showed up with those mumble rapper dum-dums.
Okay, let's back it up.
Where'd all these suicidal sad rappers come from? They showed up with those mumble rapper dum-dums. They've been preying on people with mental illness and pretending to relate to get paid in creative business. They claim to be anxious, say they're depressed. They're faking it to gain something in common with some fans for a check. It's overdiagnosed, so it's becoming a trend to say you're crazy or insane or that you're sick in the head. They romanticize the men.
That part, low key, I know some rappers that are really doing that. Like, can we have a conversation for a second, though, big dog? I really know the rappers on a personal level who are out here claiming to have depression, claiming to be suicidal, that literally be tweeting out, like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm sad today. I was feeling like giving up today. Pray for me today, just so that their fans will tap in, pay attention, start buying their music and streaming their songs more. Bro, that is just pathetic, bro. Like, that's utter ridiculous. And I'm not even gonna say no names, but all I gotta say is, not only that, I know rappers who just literally just lie in general. Like, literally are just lying to their fans on a daily basis about who they are, what it is that they stand for. Like, bro, how do you sit here and just lie like that? Like, I don't understand how you wake up every single day and look at yourself in the mirror when you're just lying, bro. You're really just lying. You're flat out lying. They take advantage of other people. They steal other people's money. Like, bro, I really tap in and expose the people. We're not going to do that, because that's not what this is about. It's not about me. It's not about my experience. We over here tapping into Tom Macdonald, sad rappers. All I have to say is he's really telling the truth. There are people who are really taking advantage of people's trials and tribulations, and they're profiting off of it. And for me, I feel like that is wrong. Now, if this is something that is true to you, if this is something that you're honestly experiencing and you're going through, then by all means, create art. Make art that's going to help people. But if you are sitting up and you're just saying, I'm going to make this type of song because I know I'm going to get this type of reaction, and I know that if I tap in on this, I'm going to get a certain amount of sympathy, so I can get a certain amount of money, then you are a terrible person, big dog. Straight up. All right, back it up.
Becoming a trend to say you're crazy or insane or that you're sick in the head. They romanticize the mental pain, we're barely surviving, and then they glorify the men and women losing their lives. I'm talking Cobain, Lil Peep, Winehouse, Jackson, Williams, Cornell, Bennington. Imagine all the icons that we buried probably turning in their graves so they can witness how the sickness getting used to get paid. These rappers fabricating shit.
I mean, that part, like, bro, like, Amy Winehouse, like, man, R.I.P. Real talk. Like, people are really out here struggling with mental health and sickness and addiction and a whole bunch of stuff. And there's people out here romanticizing it and making it popular, making it a thing. That's jacked up, bro.
in their graves that they can witness how the sickness getting used to get paid. These rappers fabricating symptoms for fame. Their mental illness is the money on their mind that started rotting their brains, yeah. Y'all ain't real, from the chains to the gear to the grills. Now it's pain, talking tears, taking pills. Y'all ain't real, see it in your eyes, all lies. Y'all guys don't know how we feel. Y'all ain't real enough to deal with us and feel the love. Nah, 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 nah. Y'all just make believe you claim to be the same as me. Nah, 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 nah. People die from depression, these rappers cry for attention, and it's in every single genre you could possibly mention. From pop to electronic to rock to indie to grunge, they're trying to hook you into using the music like it's a drug, that you addicted to artists that manufacture to target a lot of people in therapy.
That part, like he really over here preaching. Not only that, there's like label heads that literally be like, oh, you need to make this type of song. So, because if you make this type of song, it's going to get da-da-da like this. When I tell you, people literally sit up in studio rooms and have these conversations about certain words, trigger words to use in songs. Like, this is really some real stuff, bro. He's not lying. Like, people really sit up here and target people based off of their weaknesses of what it is they going through. It's terrible.
Trying to hook you into using the music like it's a drug, that you addicted to artists that manufacture to target a lot of people in therapy trying to deal with their hardships. Crafted and marketed till they had you convinced that if you follow that person, they make you fine in your skin. They ain't really trying to help you. They don't want to make you better. It's a lie they're trying to sell you, so you always buy the records. If you want to know the truth, they want you struggling forever, so you look to them for answers with your Visa or your debit. It's like the record labels.
Look for them answers with their Visa or debit. That's true, because it's like, bro, if they stop being sad, then and they stop writing that type of music, it's like, well, I was creating like these brownies are so good. I'm sorry, I should not be talking with my mouth open, but they're so good. It's almost like creating a false idol if you really think about it. Have a conversation about false idols in the comments. What are some false idols that we worship? And this isn't like not to do with religion or whatever, even though I am religious and I consider myself to be a Christian, but I don't think it matters what your religious background is or not background, even if you're atheist. I think it's negative in general when you worship people. You know what I'm saying? You look to people to lead and to guide you for your every move. And you know, when you're a tween and you're just kind of like a super duper fan, like there is that thin line of where you straddle the fence. Okay, I'll tell you a quick story, right? So I was a diehard Chris Brown fan. Like, oh, diehard. Absolutely diehard. But I tell you, like, my whole wall had Chris Brown posters. I literally had a mural of Chris Brown, right? Posters. And even then, I still wasn't on the extreme level. I didn't worship Chris Brown. But it was an honest tween relationship in my head of where I really wanted to marry him and date him one day. He was my celeb crush hard, bro. Like, hella hard. Oh my gosh. I still got the signed CD of the, whatever the album was that had Wall to Wall on it or whatever. And then I remember when the incident happened when, he beat up Rihanna. I literally was so hurt by it. Like, I ripped all the posters off my wall and I threw it in the trash that day. I was like, how could he do this? How can he not be this person? But now as I'm an artist and I'm an adult, I understand that people are people. So that's number one. And then number two is just like everybody makes mistakes. Like now I look back and people still are mad at him for that incident that happened. Like, I don't know, it had to be almost 10 years ago now. Like, and to hold somebody to that level of a standard to where they literally can't make a mistake, that's one thing. And I feel like that is wrong. We can't keep, like, if he made a mistake, as long as he's learned and he isn't doing the same thing that he did then, because it was wrong. No excuse for that. It was flat out wrong. As long as he's learning from that mistake and he grew from that mistake, okay, right? And also, as you come to the adult, you understand that people are human. People make mistakes like everybody else, right? So that's one thing. That's a separate issue. And there's a thing where kids have, like, these false idols, or they literally worship these stars, to that point, or beyond the point of where I was at, because I didn't worship him, but I was a really big fan of his music. And then there's two, right? And two, I would say, is kind of like this. People look to these artists for answers because they can't find them within themselves. And I'm not saying there's nothing against being a role model, and there's nothing against having role models and people that inspire you. Do that all day long. But when you're literally basing decisions in your life off of a song that somebody has made, or a how you feel that person is like moving and thinking, and how they feel about people will be like, oh, such and such is sad, I want to die because such and such is sad, or such and such saved my life, blah blah blah. And like I said, this is separate from inspiration, because I think inspiration is great. If something lifts your spirit or inspires you to do something, that's absolutely amazing, and we should keep that in society. That is what art is for. But there is a dangerous thin line between being inspired and worshiping something. And I feel like when you're at the stage of when you're worshiping artists, celebrities, whatever it is, or anything, it's dangerous, and we should try to stay away from that. At least that's how I feel. Now let me know how you feel in the comments below. It's totally off topic, on topic. Back to Tom. Tom.
Forever, so you look to them for answers with your Visa or your debit. It's like the record labels working for pharma that made anxiety trendy by using popular artists that use the rappers to promote prescription pills to the audience. They created the problem to sell you pills that would solve them. It's brilliant. Y'all ain't real, from the chains to the gear to the grills. Now it's pain, talking tears, taking pills. Y'all ain't real, I see it in your eyes, all lies. Y'all guys don't know how we feel. Y'all ain't real enough to deal with us, don't feel the love. Nah. Y'all just make believe, you claim to be the same as me. Nah. Exploiting our problems to benefit. They just wanna get paid. I spend all my money on medicine. Spend all your money on change. Y'all just exploiting the misery. Popping Xannies to fade. Well, I'm throwing ones into therapy. Cause all I know is rain. Y'all ain't real, from the chains to the gear to the grills. Now it's pain, talking tears, taking pills. Y'all ain't real, I see it in your eyes, all lies. Y'all guys don't know how we feel. Y'all ain't real enough to deal with us, don't feel the love. Nah. Y'all just make believe, you claim to be the same as me. Nah. Y'all ain't real, from the chains to the gear to the grills. Now it's pain, talking tears, taking pills. Y'all ain't real, I see it in your eyes, all lies. Y'all guys don't know how we feel. Y'all ain't real enough to deal with us, don't feel the love. Nah. Y'all just make believe, you claim to be the same as me. Nah.
Alright. Like I said, I messed with this. I like the overall message that he's putting out there. I always think his music is thought-provoking. And it starts great conversations. So let's have that conversation in the comments below. Tap in. Lego.